Hello everyone and welcome. Today we have here the Golf Mark 5 in the garage because yesterday the rear passenger window mechanism decided to break and now the window is falling down every time. And yesterday I put some tape here in order to some way the window. Now we'll try to repair whatever is broken. I will do this job in two parts. You will see it in this one video. The first part I will try to see what's wrong with it, assembling the door and locking the window in position. As you can see, you can slide with your hand. Not a good thing. So after disassembling the door, I will try to see what's wrong with it. Maybe the motor, maybe the mechanism. The motor is working. I don't know if maybe it's all made of plastic, so with time, the sun, everything will break, especially if the material is not really good from the start. But then I will try to lock the window up. There's a little pin to put in the door and to prevent the window from falling again. And then I will order the piece, a broken piece, and another time we'll replace it. For you it's all in one video, for me it will be some time. Okay, let's start. Now I want you to see what's happening there. So now I put the window up again with my hands. Let's try it. Okay, it's not really working. Not good. Okay, so first of all we have to remove this plastic part right here. Comes right off like this. To take apart all the exterior part of the door, we have to take off all these Torx screws here. Now there's a little screw, okay, Torx screw is a T20 I think, down here inside of the hole. Okay, now it slides right off. Finally. Now we need a small flathead screwdriver. Because right here we have the cable and the handle. Okay. Now the handle should because should come off with a bit of force. I thought it had just a little bit of oil, but zero oil at all. Yeah. Not even grease. Okay, now we have to move this plastic cover right here. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, now it's easy. Now it's easy. Almost easy. Okay. Oh, the door. Nice. Okay, now let's take a look at here. That's the window. I think that this thing is not the right place. This spring here. You can see also this cable is loose. No rust. Right. Oh, that's a broken piece. I think this is the problem. There's something broken inside here. Something like this, I don't know. Now, first thing, now I want to remove the window from the mechanism, so I can put the window up. I have with me this screw for the GoPro. Fits. Goes right in there. Now let's okay, this came off. Now we need a larger screwdriver and we can take it out. Okay, now the window is free. As you can see, there's no grease, there's no oil in this stuff. I mean, I totally understand why these things break like this. Okay, and now I see why it's broken. It's broken right here. Right here. You see, the spring was there. And now my problem is to find a way to take this, to put this in the right spot. Now, as always, my Volkswagen is different because it's an early version and doesn't lock here the window. It doesn't want to stay. Oh. Now I'm trying to pull out this. Let's go. just I remove the other wire, and now I try to put a piece of wood here in order to keep the window closed. Okay. Perfect. Oop. Okay, just put one, safety reasons. So first I put some bolts here in order to keep the, I put some bolts here in order to keep the door in place. And now I put all the screws inside here. And now I do the same all around the car. Now we know this one has the bigger washer for sure. So now I've put everything back together for today. This now opens and closes like it should. Hello everyone, we are here in the garage again after more than a week actually. I have all the pieces to repair the car and now it's time to disassemble the door again. As you can see, here is all wet inside because the last week it has rained a lot. But the little piece of wood that I put the last time is still here, and it's actually full of mold. Yeah, it's mold here. Yeah. Now, trying to disassemble all this piece here and to see what is actually broken. And back with a GoPro screw because I don't have another one. I didn't remember to take an actual screw for this job. Let's see. Okay. Oh, oh, porca miseria. Okay. I think these were some kind of torque specs. Behind this little door we have the electric motor for the electric window. Okay, it's nice to see that outside is still in great shape, seems like new. Everything is perfect. It's very clean inside here. We have still the gasket still in great shape. Okay, now we have to take a look at the little gear that is inside here. I have to take these 3 screws, and nice to see. Okay, all Volkswagen pieces have a date here, a code, but it's nice to know this code for if you have to search for parts. You take the even outside of this plate we have another code that is different, and if you have to search for this part for the motor, you search 1K09 etc. and or this code right here. For the door, the panel, we have another code. For this we have another code right here, but most of the times you find everything together. And also here we have when this part was manufactured, and this car is from October 2004, but here we have this electric motor is from October 2003. So this car here was really one of the very early Mark V. It's nice to see that, but yeah, I think that's why everything is breaking like this. But let's see how it is inside. Oh. Wow, it's really hard to take out. I don't know. Very hard. Oh, that's bad. The broken plastic piece, I think, came second. First came this problem here. Now it's just tearing apart. I don't know. And then the plastic thing. I wonder if it's still working good. The gear doesn't show any sign of wear. That's the replacement part. I decided to buy a used one. First I wanted to buy from a local car recycling place, but they didn't have a Volkswagen Mark V in stock, so I bought this part on eBay. But it's really fast shipping, so I decided to buy a used part. Okay, instead of a new one. You can find a lot of new replacement parts for the window, electric motor window, for very cheap prices, you know, starting from 20 euros. That's about the same in dollars, but they are Chinese made. Not saying maybe they are good, okay, but they don't meet the UM specs. Maybe this metal here is not as thick as the original. The plastic is less thicker. You know, there's always a reason why they cost 20 euros instead of 100. I found this part from a used car on eBay for 34, yeah, 52, around that. I saw the photos, it's a working part and I bought it. Okay, let's see, this one is actually newer, July 2004, and this is still white. We have to replace, of course, the cable. This one is good. It's a bit dirty because I think that it came from a car that actually was used, not like mine. I don't see problems here. Here, this part here is, and also this one in my car are better made than newer actually. And now I have to see what to do. Okay. Now, I mean, this piece here is like new. It even have this little rubber thing to protect the cables here. This car is like new, but it has always had these kinds of problems. So the parts are all the same, they fits. This is my old piece here, this is a new one. I clean it a bit. This is something you, depending on the new piece that you buy, this is something you can actually have to do even in a new piece. Okay, you can slide it out like this. It was really easy on the old one to get this thing out. Okay. Because we have in here we have another thing that it wasn't in the other one. Okay, we have a kind of spacer. I don't know what it was, but made life a bit worse. Okay. Oof. Yes. Let's put this one here. Okay, we've done it. This is easy. Made in Germany. So here is all okay. The cable is still in its position. So okay. Now put this here. Okay. And now the same. This one. Oh no. Here we have this little part. Yep. We have to try. Need to get through. Okay. One. Two. Okay, he's trying to go down. Okay, we are inside. I think it's good. Okay. Yeah. They're told this little. But when sliding through, because you know there's the cable side. Okay, well, I think this was the worst part. Now I bought this silicone grease. It's rated for plastic, so I hope it doesn't ruin everything. It shouldn't, but you never know with this stuff. First, this side. Now a bit here. Down. Okay. A bit of grease even here where it slides. Okay. A bit here where it touches the metal. Here on the bearings. A bit here, and you will see why later. Okay, this is really important because here we had the gasket before and now we don't have the gasket. So it's really important to put some type of stuff, silicone. I don't have silicone here. I will put this grease. That's silicone grease, so that's the same. I hope. But yeah, this part here is important. Let's take the old plate. That's the old plate. This was like this, and this like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. It's good enough for me. Okay. Oh. now we know that everything works like it should. Time to complete the work. Whew. Okay, now it's time to reassemble everything again. I finally put this little wedge inside and everything is in place. Yeah, let's put the door back again like it should. Alright, finally I put everything back together. I had a few problems with screws, yeah, with the handle especially. Sometimes it goes fine, sometimes you lost a lot of time searching for the screw and trying to lock everything like it should. When reassembling everything, remember to start from the bottom and then you go up to the bolts here in the upper part. Now everything works, and so thank you for watching and see you in the next one.